Okay everybody, thanks for joining me today. My name is Jeff, also known as the Groove Sandwich. You may know me from my fabulous blog, www.groovesandwich.com. Anyway, I apologize for the awkward camera angle today. There's nobody here to help me shoot, so you just get to look at my beautiful guitar and my beautiful hands. Anyway, today we're talking about a prepared guitar. Now, a prepared guitar is what's known as an extended technique, meaning that we're going to be doing things with the guitar that it wasn't originally designed for. No, not that. That's an entirely different video. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a variety of objects and we're going to be using them to manipulate the guitar so that we can get all sorts of crazy new sounds out of it. Before we do that, I'm going to run through the setup that we have here. First, the guitar. The number one thing to remember with extended techniques is that you don't want to use a nice guitar. I don't want to hear anybody giving me crap about how they took their dad's Gibson Les Paul and jacked it up because they were trying to stick chopsticks through the strings. Don't do it. Just stick with something like an Epiphone or a Squier or whatever you may have on hand. We have this going out to my Digitech Genesis 3, which is an amp modeler and multi-effects processor. Having a variety of effects on hand is really great for extended techniques because you can just expand it out to a whole universe of new sounds. Then I have that going out to my trusty little practice amp. Small setup, but yes, very effective. So, what we have here, we've got a guitar pick, which at first doesn't seem like anything special, but guitar pick can be used for a variety of different things. You can insert it through the strings, like a lot of people do, just to keep their guitar pick wherever they need it. And you're going to hear that produces some interesting sounds. And you can still use it to strum the strings just like we always do. Then we have a straw. I know if you're thinking straw, that's kind of stupid to be using for a guitar, but hear me out. Straw can be used for a variety of different things. You can use it to hit the strings. We can weave it through the strings to alter the pitch. Just really, the only limit is your imagination. We also have some alligator clips here. I got these at Radio Shack for just a couple of bucks. And you can clip these onto the strings wherever you like, and they can make a variety of really interesting sounds. You can put on as many as you want in whatever kind of configuration you want, and you're going to be able to do a lot of really wild things. You can also take a rubber band and bind the alligator clips together, do all sorts of cool stuff. And then you can take a chopstick. Chopstick, I find, is a really great thing to use for a prepared guitar. I liberated this one from a local Thai restaurant. Last night it was helping me eat delicious pad Thai, and today it's helping me make beautiful music. It truly is my best friend. But anyway, whatever. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put a few alligator clips on our guitar strings here. And you may hear that I've got kind of a wild set of effects going out of my processor here. This is one of the presets that came with it. And I've got a compressor, I've got a volume swell, delay, reverb, some sort of chorus on there as well. So we've got a variety of effects going. So, got my alligator clips on there. And now I'm just gonna hit those alligator clips however I please. And if you listen closely, you're gonna hear all sorts of interesting textures going on. Pretty cool, right? So I'm going to take those off. I'm going to try something different. Now, we're going to stop for just a second, and you're probably asking, why would you want to do this? Why would you want to stick a bunch of crap in your guitar strings and make a bunch of non-guitar-like sounds? Well, I'm a big fan of musical experimentation, and in my opinion, whatever you need to do to discover new sounds and push the envelope of music, whatever you need to do, go ahead and do it, because it's worth it. Because some of the greatest advancements in the history of music have been from people just kind of messing around and seeing what happens. So, back to the guitar. We're going to take our trusty straw, and we're going to feed it through a couple of the strings here. And you might have to turn the volume up a little bit, but you can hear a pretty interesting sound going on there. That might be a little too subtle for some people, so what we're going to do is we're going to try our chopstick. We're going to feed that through the strings. Now, what I like doing with the chopstick is I like using it to alter the pitch and alter the timbre of the guitar. And you don't have to let it just sit there like you do some other objects that you put on your guitar. You can move it around and play around with that pitch. Check it out. Pretty cool, right? Now, it's at this point where you can start to talk about how strict you want to be with this. You can make this as strict as you want it to be, and you can write down exactly everything that you do with your guitar so that you can accurately duplicate it in a concert, in whatever kind of live context you want. You can do that, or you can sort of improvise it and make it a little bit different every time. You can bring with you a variety of objects like I have here to your live performance, and just throw them on there and just see what happens. You can be as crazy as you want about it. It really depends on you. It really depends on what your goals are going to be in doing this. Also, it seems like kind of a no-brainer, but you also want to mess around with the different effects on your processor or whatever effects that you may have. You can even kick this up another notch if you are recording at home. If you have Pro Tools or Logic or a similar program, there are going to be a lot of onboard effects that you can use where you can really blow the doors open, and you can really take advantage of a lot of really cool sounds. I use Logic myself, and I have a reverb and a delay designer that I like to use, and they have all sorts of really cool pitch shifting capabilities. So I like to do that. What's really fun is taking your alligator clip and touching it to the magnets in your pickups. And when you have all those pitch shifting effects going on Logic or on Pro Tools, that produces all sorts of really, really interesting, almost melodic effects. So really, the sky's the limit. Use whatever objects you want and manipulate your guitar. Just remember, again, don't use a nice guitar. But just have fun with it and discover new sounds. And also, definitely don't forget to check out www.groovesandwich.com for all of the latest music news, album reviews, and we also have a little bit of TV and movie stuff. So make sure to check it out. And also, one last thing, make sure to check out my good friend Henry Blazer 20 and his channel. He's got a lot of funny stuff on there, and it is sure to be a real crowd pleaser. So everybody, have a great day. This is Jeff, aka The Groove Sandwich.